see the kind of industries that are opening up.
This is Local Biz Now with Joe Vagnone, where your business matters. Local Biz Now.
You have to determine what is working, what isn't working.
Joe Vagnone is a respected business broker, helping individuals buy and sell businesses. Joe has successfully owned and operated many companies in a variety of industries. This is Local Biz Now. Biz Now, because your business matters.
Yeah. You are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. We're coming to you live from Burner Cigar Studio, home of premium cigars and cigar smokers. Great people, premium cigars. Life is good at Burner Cigars. Go by there and you can see them in Birkdale Village and also in their new location in Denver on Highway 16. You are listening to Local Biz Now, where we hope to inspire, inform, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at News Talk WSIC, 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM. I am Joe Vagnone, and this is where your business matters. Now, just to prove to you, because every now and then I see somebody giving me looks when I say this is the #1 live business show in North Carolina. And even my co-hosts give me a little, are you sure about that? So before I give you proof, that woman laughing is Solo. You should know her by now. She's been my co-host for the entire month. Her name is Solonia Wade-Baskins. She is the co-owner of Progressive Business and Finance. Solo, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
So, Solo, I'm going to prove to you why you are a co-host on the #1 live business show in North Carolina. Are you ready for that?
Let's hear it.
Okay. I've been doing the show for over 11 years. Matter of fact, in September, it will be 12 years.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing that. So that's #1.
Congratulations. Okay.
I got another one.
What's the next one?
We have interviewed small business owners and community leaders just like you, and the number is 923 interviews.
That's impressive, Joe.
You got to admit, that's a lot of people.
That's impressive.
Especially when they probably don't even like me.
I'm about to say they want to come talk to you. That's really impressive.
That's right. I did not say they liked me. I did not say they wanted to talk to me. I just said that they were interviewed.
I just said I'm impressed. Okay.
So that's 923, and Julie keeps calculating that every week. Okay. And we have 742 videos on my YouTube channel. You can go to Joe Vagnone Business Broker on YouTube. And we have, Julie's got them all broken up into sections, and we've got educational stuff, we've got entertainment stuff, we've got small business event stuff. There are 742 videos. There are very few YouTube channels I have seen with that many videos.
You know what?
That's big time.
I can confirm that. It's a great YouTube channel, and if you have not checked it out, you definitely should. It's informative, knowledgeable, and you learn a lot. Yes.
And you can scroll through and see if there's somebody you know, or if you're in an industry and I interviewed them, you can click on it and see what they think about their industry and that sort of stuff.
And it's it is user friendly, so it's not hassle, so it's good.
Yep. Well, I would love to take credit for that, but you know, Julie and my social media girl B, they're the ones set this up.
Now, of course, Joe, I knew that. You can't do everything.
Now is a good time to say everybody needs a Julie.
Everybody needs a Julie.
That's right.
That's it.
Right. So, and we also have 161 subscribers. And Julie says, please say that, because every time I say how many subscribers
somebody
we got,
go and subscribe.
Somebody laughs that it's only 161, right? But somebody else clicks on it.
And go and subscribe.
So this week we are now at 162. And you know, that is real organic growth. And I can remember when we started this thing, I remember we had 2. It was me, and I made my wife sign up. So, and you know, and I don't say this enough. This is not my primary business. You know, I don't make a living doing this radio show. I am a small business broker. I help people buy and sell small businesses from about $5 million in gross sales on down. literally, I've been doing this over 30 years.
But Joe, that's why you're so good at it on radio, because you have so much expertise and experience in it.
And it's funny you say that, Solo, because I tell people it's not like I'm not comfortable being in front of the mic or on the video. I'm just comfortable talking about small business.
Yes.
And as long as we're talking about small business, I got it. I understand it. And literally, that's why I'm still here after.
And you're very good at it. No, and I do pick on Joe a lot, but he really is a great guy. He's really experienced. He has a lot of knowledge. So if you have not checked out or subscribed, you definitely should, because you don't know what you're missing. There's a lot of nuggets in that. And
that's exactly what it
right,
is.
Nuggets. There are nuggets, golden nuggets that is in every YouTube video.
I love that you said that, because honestly, that is what I tell people. I'm almost positive you will hear something that you either didn't know or you knew, but just kind of need to be reminded.
Yes.
That's something I should be doing, or I heard about it or something like that.
Yes. And everything is so modern day. It's good to have somebody old school who knows what they're doing, right? Everything is so fast in modern day now. Sometimes just slow down and get the golden nuggets. So it's definitely.
So if you're thinking about selling your small business, please give us a call. Again, I am a small business broker. I help people buy and sell small businesses from about $5 million in gross sales. I know that sounds like a big number, but you and I both know that's small business, right?
It's a small business. It's not that big.
That's right. That's right. That's what I focus on. I am the top small business broker in North Carolina, and I have to remind people, remember the word small, because there's a lot of great business brokers out there, but because I specialize in 5 million or less, I'm the guy. I'm the man. I'm the man.
But you know what? 5 million really doesn't sound that small. So people can be conflicted and confused a little bit, Joe.
Well,
I mean,
you and I both know how hard it is to get to the first million in gross sales. It's not easy to do.
And that's why I said it doesn't. It could be a little intimidating when you say.
That's right.
So I get it, but.
So anyway, I wanted to say that because I don't say that enough, and Julie tells me I don't promote what it is we do enough. Please go to Joe Vagnone, Business Broker, on YouTube, and you can watch all of these videos and see all of that. Plus, we've got a phenomenal website that is jvagnone.com. Again, that is jvagnone.com. Go by there. That website is just exceptional. Julie's done a great job. We've got 4 different continents of people working on that website. We got somebody in Israel. We got somebody in the UK. Yeah, we got somebody in South Africa. I mean, they're working all over the world.
But do you work international as well and in all 50 states? Tell us more about that. I mean, you sell, but where?
That's right. I focus mainly in the Charlotte metro area.
Okay.
But I work with about a 100-mile radius, and I'll sell businesses throughout the country. But most of what we do is within about 100 miles of Charlotte, North Carolina. That's my bread and butter.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
And you got to tell us how it started when we come back.
You are listening to Local Biz Now, where your business matters. When we come back, we're going to talk to Solo, Progressive Business and Finance. We'll be right back. Been a business broker maybe 5 times.
Really?
Yeah. When I was first asked to do the show, I felt uncomfortable
Promoting your own.
Yes.
I can understand that.
And then when I got a guest on,
You pushing theirs.
Feel comfortable, and they come all this way. I want to make sure that they're getting their business heard.
That's true.
So.
But Julie is right, though. A lot of people don't know what you do.
They
so
don't.
you need to.
I heard people give me a nickname, Radio Joe. And it's like, really, if you only knew me, that is like the least thing I know.
What I do. Maybe you should do like once a month, every 2 months, and have no guests, and just you and your host talk about you.
Yeah,
that's an idea.
Julie's been saying that for years.
Maybe
I know. It just
once quarterly.
As comfortable as I am talking about small business, I'm not comfortable being the salesman. Look at me,
Call me. But you're not a salesman. You're putting your knowledge out there and your expertise of why you do this so well.
You would think I love to beat my chest.
Okay.
I'm really beating my chest for other people. It's never really me, even in my business.
But you should think
I'm
about
telling
it.
other people how great somebody else's business is, right? Yeah.
But that's why you're so successful too, right? Because you connect people. But you should think about it, Joe. You know, once in a while.
You're right.
Talk
You're
about
right.
what you do. Give your expertise about it. Yes.
Maybe someday I need to get you to come back, and I'll get another guest, and you guys can interview me.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Look at that. Ooh, I got one.
I'll let you
I
guys
have
stump
some
me.
good- yeah.
See if you guys can
Let
stump
that
me.
happen. Right? Yes. Thank you. That would be fun.
Okay. Jojo got your whole outfit today. He got you. He's showing the whole outfit.
My whole outfit, right? You got the wide shot. I like this comfortable seat. I'm used to the headphones and oil.
30 seconds.
A lifetime.
Did he reply? No.
Jojo, this feels longer than 30 seconds.
Here we go.
You are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. Last segment, I proved it to you.
You proved it.
You acknowledged it, didn't you?
You got some really
It's
good.
something, ain't it?
You got something there, Joe. Okay.
I just got done telling you I don't like beating my chest, but I'm something special, ain't it?
You should.
I'm a big deal, ain't I?
Listen, every once in a while, it's okay. You got it together, all right? All right, Joe.
I'm gonna tell my sister I'm a big deal. You know, I'm a big deal. So we are live on the book, on the tubes, on the X, and the chain. Now, if you don't know Joe Talk, that means we on Facebook, YouTube, X, and LinkedIn, all of them live. And JoJo's got us on some kind of podcast thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. I don't even know how to get to it. I really don't. But we live on all that stuff. And if you want to chit chat with us, Julie is trying to keep track, because she is on Facebook now, so you can ask questions, and I'll try and get to those the best that we can. And just know that Facebook's about 30 seconds or so, 45 seconds behind the live. So sometimes I miss the questions because I've talked too much and we moved on.
That's
Okay. So, you were asking how I got started, and to try and make a long story even longer. No, years ago, I owned the largest closed market environment restaurant concept in the Southeast. And I end up selling each one of those one by one. It took me 3.5 years to do it. And by the time I finished, I got pretty proficient at selling businesses. And I also realized I made a whole lot more money selling the businesses than I ever did running the businesses. And so I just formed this small capital investment group. I tell people all the time, I've owned a small capital investment company way before it was a cool name. I was just helping somebody get in business and take a piece of it, and then help them sell it when they were ready to sell it.
so you're a true seller because you made the mistakes and you know
correct.
what not to do and what to do. So you could kind of advise buyers and sellers on what's a good business and what the steps they should take.
Yeah, and I tell people often, sometimes they believe me, sometimes they think it's just a sales pitch, but all of the businesses that I sold of my own, I had about 5 or 6 that I used another broker for. Those 5 or 6, every one of them, I was much more comfortable with the value of another broker selling my business.
Really?
It's something to do with a third party keeping the distance away from the emotion and everything that goes.
Personal,
so
yeah.
I am embarrassed to tell you, as the top small business broker in North Carolina,
You got a broker to sell your.
I absolutely recommend that you have a third party help you with that. Same thing with accounting. I don't like people doing their own accounting work. They miss things. They
miss things.
They don't see the numbers. They don't see the percentages. They miss the whole benchmarks and the key performance indicators. They sort of make assumptions and that sort of stuff. I'm a firm believer in a good, skilled professional helping you win where you need it.
You know, I have a pet peeve, and I'm just going to piggyback off of that. When a small business owner or business owner comes to me and say, I do everything myself, it's why?
That's right.
That's such a bad idea. Why do you do everything yourself? Because like you said, you miss things because you're so busy and overwhelmed and you're so tied into it. Sometimes allow people to help you.
Yes.
Allow people to help you.
And
a broker
it's
can do
kind of
that.
arrogant to think that you can do all, especially you and I know what it takes to run a small business.
Absolutely.
Your daddy did it.
Yes.
And you like to bop him on the back of the head if he was still alive.
I would. I would
Stop
say.
that, because 5 of the 10 things you're doing, you're no good at.
Somebody else could do it better.
That's right. Or
Yes.
you're too slow at
You're
it,
too
right?
slow at it.
And it slows down your life of enjoying life. Just
It
spend
does.
the extra $7 and let somebody else do it. I mean,
Exactly.
that's what you want to tell your dad. I
Like-
know it is. That's right.
Like you was going
He up in
crazy.
heaven right now saying, Joe, stop talking to my daughter like that.
And that's exactly what I would say to him. I bop him upside his head. Like, stop being so cheap.
That's right. Penny
That's
wise
it.
and pound foolish is not a good
Yes.
idea, especially when it comes to professionals like brokers and accountants and financial planners. And,
Yes.
and there's a reason we're in these industries, because we really are providing value.
And that's what y'all do. I specialize in that.
That's right.
And so, yes, I
Okay.
totally agree.
Okay. Now, that being said,
Yes,
you
sir.
ain't allowed to sit on the show and look pretty without bringing some kind of information. Okay.
You mean this is not enough?
That's not enough. That's not enough. Now, JoJo says it's plenty for him, but it's not enough for me. You
Okay.
understand?
There you go. Look.
So, Julie said it's enough for her.
See? There you go. Thank you,
She
Julie.
liked your outfit. Okay. But that ain't enough for me.
That ain't enough, Joe.
So you had to write a little something. 10 common misconceptions that business owners hold about borrowing money.
Yes.
And I've read this a couple times. It's actually pretty good. So I'm pretty sure Sammy wrote this.
But I gave him the idea. See that? Joe.
So let's go over some of these, okay? Because it's actually pretty good.
Yes.
So number one, these are things people they just don't understand about
They just don't
finance.
understand.
Debt will ruin my business. Talk about that.
People are terrified when you say debt. And debt, it can be terrifying and intimidating, but we're talking about using debt responsibly and strategically. They don't understand that some of the biggest clients, Amazon, Apple, they are in the most debt. They use that debt to propel their business forward, not to go buy a new car, not having no plans, right? Not to go buy a new house or to redo their house. No, they have a plan, and they use this debt so that whatever plan they have, their revenue or the profit outlives the debt, right? It's greater than the debt that they're borrowing. They know that they're going to flip this. It's going to be profitable. And so this debt helps them to propel their business and move forward. And scalability. That's what we're looking for, scalability.
And in my world, the word leverage means you take somebody else's money and you leverage it so that you can produce more income and more revenue and more profit than if you didn't have the money.
OPM, other people's money.
It's debt, right?
Debt.
I owe it to you, but listen, if I owe you $1 million, but your $1 million is making me $500,000 a year, and I'm paying you back.
Exactly.
Your $1 million was a really smart move for me.
And why do you want to use your personal to deplete what you have with your family, to deplete all your credit cards, and that now that you've entangled, right? You brought your personal into your business. Now your personal is suffering and you're more stressful because you're killing your personal life trying to maintain this business when other people's money is the way to go.
And you hit it best. I can't borrow you $1 million and then go buy a nicer house and a nicer car. That doesn't work.
That does not work.
That's bad debt.
Yeah, that's bad
That's
debt.
not the debt we're talking about.
That's not the debt we're
Okay.
talking about.
Okay, that was number one.
Yes.
We're just getting started. That
We
was
just
just
getting
number.
started.
That was a
Listen.
nugget all in itself.
Right there.
If you don't hear nothing else about this show, number one is a gold
Yes.
nugget.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Number two, from Sammy. I need a perfect credit score to get approval. None of us seem to have this perfect score. Well, you and Sammy might, because y'all probably look at it every day. But but I'm saying nowadays it's like a moving target. I mean, there's so many things that affect it on a daily basis
Yes.
that all of that's going to be taken into consideration. It does
All
not
that.
have to be perfect.
It does not have to be perfect. And that's why we use private lenders, because they're a little more, I'd say, colorful and a little more understanding. They have a little more grace for your credit score and the things that you've encountered along the way. Starting up a business, it's more struggle in the beginning than it is profit and
Yep.
revenue. And so they understand that. So I have business owners who call me and say, my credit score is not the best, and they're a little ashamed of it. And the first
Right.
thing I can say is, listen, I'm a small business as well. I totally get it. And it does not have to be, but we do have private lenders and investors. We do have people that are willing to help you along the way. We're willing to help you along the way.
I tell people this. I know if your daddy was listening right now, he'd be agreeing with me right here. Your credit score does not define your character.
It does not.
Now, listen, if you don't pay somebody back, that defines your character.
Yes.
But life is about these challenges, working through them. I bought a couple of businesses out of bankruptcy, and I tell people the best thing you can do when you find yourself behind, call them, pick up the phone and say, hey, listen, I'm having a tough time. I'm going to work through this. And just to be honest with them, used to be you'd write them a check and,
Yes.
you know what I mean? You'd say the check's in the mail, but you're really not in the mail yet. You know. But all of those games, you know what I mean? First of all, you
Yes.
can't do that anymore because modern
can't
day
do
won't
that.
let you do that.
Exactly.
But the point is, if you just pick up the phone and say, hey, listen, here's my problem, and I'm working on it, you will be amazed how many people have been there, they understand it, and they'll work with you.
You would be amazed how many millionaires have slept in their car and had terrible credit score.
Amen.
And worked their way up. Because I always tell business owners, it's not about just pushing it to the side and forgetting it's there. It is there.
Right.
You have to work on, like you said, it could be a phone call, but
Right.
do something. It's not as bad as it seems.
Okay, number 3.
1 minute.
I must have.
Yeah.
Oh, I only got a minute, JoJo, to the break. I was really getting into this. We've only got 2 nuggets out of 10 so far.
That's it.
Okay. Well, then I'm not going to talk about number 3. When we come back,
Okay.
we're going to answer. I must have years in business to qualify. So when we get back from the break, you're going to talk about that.
Absolutely.
Because most of my clients, they don't have years in business. They got days in business. You are listening to Local Biz Now, where your business matters. We will be right back. Okay. Is that Wilton? Oh, that's Superstar. Has he made any mistakes? Because he's holding that title pretty well, you know. He gets that title until he makes a mistake, you know. That's a darn shame. Hate to give a man that superstar title, you know.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
He's
I don't see it.
That's right. Solo, we okay? We good here?
Are good. Yes.
Okay.
So nobody else comes here. This is y'all private studio, y'all private station. Oh. But basically, that's that.
They don't need you. Oh, the photography side.
That's the photography side. I mean, we can still do a radio.
Right.
So there.
Oh, cool.
We're going to do every year we do a small business show. It's a 2-hour commercial-free show for small business. And so we'll probably use all of this,
To have everybody, yeah.
have different shows roll in. And,
Oh, that would be pretty cool at one time.
that's going to be first week in May.
I'm gonna have to watch it. Okay, it's gonna be on Facebook
we're
and all
putting
that.
people together now. It's going to be live on Facebook.
Oh, that's
Jojo, you've been told about that, right? Yeah.
that should be pretty cool.
We partner with the chamber on that.
Should be cool.
I don't remember. I got to talk to Bill Russell about what day we're going to actually do it. I don't care what day of the week. I probably ought to.
As long as it's not Monday.
I guess I ought to get Justin to approve it. I guess I got to ask
So
permission.
you're not good at that part, huh?
No.
Julie probably already asked.
You don't. You know, me and your daddy ain't asking permission for nothing.
About a minute.
That's why I said, oh, you're not good at that. Yeah,
That ain't happening.
I
We're going to do it. You got a problem with it. We'll work it out afterwards.
That's
That's right. No, it's just not
but
going to
that's a
happen.
good idea, though. That is so funny.
Well, we've been doing it for 12 years.
Oh, so y'all have done
Don't
this? Not
stop
your
it
first.
I mean, come on. I'll make him feel bad if he makes me stop it.
Yeah, he doesn't even expect you to ask.
This will be the
He
first
just-
year JoJo did it now. That'll be.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's a lot of
It's gonna
work.
be a mess.
It is. It's a lot of work. A lot
Yeah,
of work.
All right, guys.
that should be cool.
We got 10 seconds.
I sure JoJo gonna mess it up somehow.
JoJo said,
My goal.
2 hours live, I guarantee he gonna mess that up.
JoJo said,
Yeah. You are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. I am Joe Bagnone, and I am here with Solo. Whether she likes it or not, she is my friend, Solonia Wade-Baskins. She is a co-owner of Progressive Business and Finance. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. And this is WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, and 1400 AM. Your business matters. And I am here with Solo, and we are talking about 10 common myths that business owners think about borrowing money. We are now on number 3. Now, number 1 was debt will ruin you. We done defunct that, right?
Yes.
Number 2, I need a perfect credit score. We done told them that ain't the case.
that's not the case.
And then I'm just going to add, if they call you, that's even less of a case.
Exactly.
If they go to the bank, credit score
it may
means
be-
more than if they
yes.
go to Solo. Okay.
Absolutely.
And number 3, I must have years in business to qualify. You know, I hear this a lot from people that want to try and keep a corporation that's been around for years. And I tell them, listen, if it doesn't have any profit, if it doesn't have any cash flow, it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't. So that is absolutely not true. You do not have, we've helped somebody who was in business for 6 months, for
Right.
3 months. It is a lot of loans, SBA loans and different business loans
Right.
that lenders will help you out. Now, I am going to say that you have to have your stuff together. right? You have to have a business plan, and you have to have evidence that you have thought about this, thought it through. You have to be responsible, be strategic, because they are going to want you to bring forth evidence that this is a good idea.
So that's interesting that you say that, because I tell people this all the time. You're better off start a new corporation and tell them what you want to do with projections than you are to give them your old corporation, because they're going to say, why didn't you do it
Exactly.
up until now?
They're going to say, well, what happened with that corporation?
And if they'll sit down with you, you'll give them a complete list of stuff that they need.
Yes.
And you'll help them find people to put that together for them if you want to.
Yes.
And by the time they're ready to go get a loan, it's not going to be a yes or no. It's going to be a how much can I get?
Yes. It's not even going to be how long have you been in business. It's going to be a complete yes. We have lenders, we know them, so we know what they're looking for, right? We know what they're aiming for. We know the goals that they want. We know what they want you to say and how to put it, right? The wording that you need.
Say that again, because that's what I want people to hear.
Yes.
There is this bank talk. You know,
Yes.
there's this finance talk.
Verbiage.
Right.
That they want you to say, and we
in
know
writing, and when you're on the phone with them.
We know exactly how to write it. You know how you go for a mortgage and they say you got to put it exactly this way. We know exactly how to say it to make them say, this is a good investment, and you've only been in business for 6 months.
Right.
So it doesn't always necessarily mean the duration of your business as of the present time. Yes.
It reminds me of, you know, how some people are skilled at getting government grants and others aren't. It's the words.
It's the same thing. It's all how you put it down on paper, how you are
communicating with the people
that.
they're going to give you the cash.
Exactly. Words they want, just keywords that they want
and
you to say.
And you got to have Solo and Sammy to hold your hand, because if not, I can't do it.
And
for years, it's just been this, you know, hit or miss. Lucky if I can get it. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. This really is such a valuable tool.
Because you know what? They're not reading the whole report. They're summarizing it, and they're looking for keywords in that report that they feel like going to bring you profit and revenue. And we know those keywords.
Right.
And so we're sitting down with you saying, don't say it this way. Put this in there.
Go to Solo and get it done right.
Exactly. Okay.
Number 4. Loans are only for businesses. You know, that's a funny one, because if you're not doing well, that's the last time to go to the bank. You should have gone way before that.
That's like preaching to the choir. We tell business owners all the time, you come to us when you're on the last of the last, and now we can't help you because your documents, your paperwork does not look good. That is the total opposite. You need to borrow money when your business is healthy, because you are ready to expand and grow and move forward. But when your business is lacking and it's in poor condition, it's really, really hard to get you a loan. And if it is, the interest rates may be higher than you really want them to be. And so come to us when your business is healthy. We want you to think forward, what you want your business to be like in 5-10 years, not day by day, you struggling. We don't want that. We can help you, but it's not the best results.
I want them to hear that they should come to you, even if they don't need the money.
Even if they don't need the money.
Because they'll hear what you think and when you think they should be asking for the money, and they'll start planning accordingly. And so they're going to wake up on a Tuesday and realize, I got to pay payroll on Friday and don't have enough money.
And I don't have enough money. I'm in debt, and the people owe me money all over the place. We can't help you. But if you sit down with us, we want to know, what do you see your business as in 5 years? And we can move from that.
So that reminds me of a story I'm going to tell you.
Oh, tell me.
Okay.
Wait, Joe.
This will bring back.
Do I want to hear this story? Do we want to hear this story, Joe? Because
I'm not sure you want to hear it.
Okay, your stories.
But you will hear your daddy in this story. Okay.
All right, let's go. I'm ready.
So years ago, I could not make payroll. I mean, I was looking at a Tuesday afternoon, knowing what my cash flow was. I had about 9 or 10 restaurants at the time, knowing that I had payroll on Friday, could not make it. I knew I was not going to have enough cash. I could figure out what the sales were going to be for and I knew I was just going to fall short, right? And I got to tell you something. You talk about sleepless nights.
Oh, yeah.
So what I did was I sent out a memo and said, we changing up payroll every 2 weeks.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Nuh-uh.
And made it through. Now I had to give some mini loans out to some of the employees. Say, I understand. I'm going to help you.
Yes.
Right? I look like Papa Joe.
But you have to be creative. You
That's
have
right.
to use your
That's right.
imagination in that.
I'm saying if I knew you and Sammy, you guys would have sat me down and say, Joe, listen, I can create a working cash flow for you. I can tell you
Yes.
that every month that is an extra week in the month, you're going to have a tough time with payroll. I can tell you that, Joe, right?
Yes.
Well, back then I didn't know it till it was a Tuesday that week.
And that payroll was coming up.
That's
Wow. Listen,
Anyway,
the things
that's
we
my
learn,
story.
the things you learn
That's
in
right.
business,
That's
right?
I guarantee your daddy did some of that. I'll tell you that right
Listen,
now.
I'm sure he's done that.
He probably did it better than me, but that's okay. Number 5. Banks are the only option for business loans. Oh, talk to me about
Well,
this.
we know that's not true, right? But it is surprising that a lot of people don't know that other alternatives exist, right? That it is non-traditional ways of borrowing money. And so that's why we want to get ourselves out there, known in the community, talk about it so that people know that they have options. The bank is not their only option, right? We have insecure loans. We have secure loans. We have all type business lines of credit. Probably more options than the bank can even offer you, truthfully.
Right.
Because we are, like I said, we're more colorful. We want to give people these choices and options, but a lot of people don't know we exist. A lot of people have never heard of it. And
Why
we just
do you
want to
think
educate.
Julie got you on there?
I know. We just want to educate business owners on the so many different ways that they can move their business forward. Because you know that if you're not growing, you're dying. So you have to stay competitive.
Right.
You have to stay competitive.
Well, and what I want people to hear is I've financed businesses and business growth and supplies and inventory. I've had suppliers be my lender
Absolutely.
because they're invested in making sure I continue to buy product.
Because it relies on them too.
Right.
So because if the community starts to go down, it affects everybody.
That's right.
All the business.
Landlords will consider.
Yes.
There's a bunch of different places to look. But again, you got to be ready. You got to be prepared. They got to believe in you, and they got to see that you've thought it through. They don't want to see the Joe that didn't know Tuesday he was not going to have any money on Friday, right? They want to see the Joe that figured it out 2 years later, right?
That's true.
Oh, there's an extra
That's
week in
true.
the month on somebody, right?
That is true, right?
And that's what they're looking for.
And as small businesses, we are important because we are probably more important than the Apple, the Amazon. We actually affect our community that we live in. Everyone is affected by what happens.
It's funny you say that because that is so true. The people you're buying from, you're probably a big deal to them.
Yes, because they don't want to lose you.
Right.
You are a resource for them as well, them keeping their business going. And so however they can help you, they want to do that.
JoJo, give me the 1 minute sign.
1 minute.
He does this all the time, mess me up like this. So I want to talk about number 6, but we got to wait till after the break. Number 6, just a little teaser. I need to have collateral to get a good loan. Well, now I believe that one. So I can't wait to hear how we're going to do that.
Absolutely
That's going to
not.
be tricky.
Yes.
You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Bagnell. When you get back, it's probably going to be about a minute or two. When you get back, Solo is going to teach us how we can get collateral. Get a loan without collateral. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. We'll be right back. Just because I had to
I don't think
add
that.
another week.
Oh, I don't think that. Listen.
In my heyday, I had about 175, 185 employees.
Oh, wow. Really?
Every employee that was with me since the restaurant had opened up.
Wow.
We have a 0.00 rating on unemployment.
So no turnover. They stayed.
No turnover in the restaurant business. It was just ridiculously unheard of. Now, keep in mind, my restaurants were inside office buildings, so there was no nights, no weekends, no holidays. So
Okay.
it's a great place to
Oh,
work
yeah,
in the
to
restaurant
work.
business. But we had just an
But it still
exceptional-
says something about the atmosphere and the boss
Yeah.
because people they leave. So the fact that you had no
It's
turnover
the only way I could get away with what I did, right?
without them,
That's right.
yes.
But I'm saying,
Absolutely.
if I'd have told you, and without you respecting me, if I'd have told you you don't get paid
Oh,
till
yeah.
next week, you
That
said,
would've-
there's no way.
It's no way.
I couldn't do it again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
But that's the blessing of small businesses. That is, you have an intimate, you can talk to the boss. You
That's
get to
right.
know each other versus,
Oh,
and I tell
was
people,
burning up the phone.
yeah,
Oh, there's no question.
those big companies, you could get lost, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've always had businesses. You've never worked a 9 to 5.
No, I've been self-employed since I'm 17 years old. That's why I say
Really?
when you talk about your daddy, I'm like, I get it.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, that's pretty
And
cool.
my wife is like you, like she wants nothing to do with sports. Like, they're crazy. That's right.
The craziness
That's right.
of it
That's
all.
Right. That's right.
Yes.
How much time I got, JoJo?
"31 seconds."
That's a lifetime, especially because JoJo don't know how to count. It probably needs a minute.
Right, Joe? Don't forget about your tariffs. Don't you got to say something about that?
I'm not going to do it. Oh,
Didn't you want to do that?
let's stay with this. If we get time, I'll do it. If not,
I'm about to say,
I
don't
won't.
forget about that.
Okay. Let's stick with this so far.
I'm about to say, 'cause-
#1 live talk business show in North Carolina. We hope to inspire, inform, and entertain you because that's what we do here at News Talk WSIC. I am here with Solonia Wade-Baskins. I have nicknamed her Solo. That's
Yes.
going to stick.
That's going to stick.
That's going to stick.
Yes.
Solo is a co-owner of Progressive Business and Finance. Tell them how they can reach you.
Solonia Wade-Baskins. My email address is swadebaskins@progressivebusinessfinance.com. And you can always go and check out our new website at progressivebusinessfinance.com.
And I've got the website up now. It really is an exceptional website. You guys did a nice job with that.
Thank you. Yes.
I should say Sammy did a really nice job
He
with
did.
that.
He made me look really good, right? Really good on it. So
That's right.
he did a great job.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're at number 6.
Yes.
Number 6. 10 myths that people have about borrowing money. Number 6 is I need to have collateral to get a loan. That's where we were with that.
Absolutely not true.
Absolutely.
Yes, we have
not.
so many lenders that specialize in unsecured loans. So you do not need collateral to get a loan. You can definitely get a loan off of a business plan. Just
The cash flow.
the cash flow, the profits and the revenue that you bring in every month. Annually, your profits and revenue. And so it is so many different options. You do not always have to put up your house or your car or your boat
Right.
or your motorcycle, right? Or your toys, as people say.
Right.
You want to hold on to your toys? That's definitely possible. We do have lenders who specialize in that.
Okay. Number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Borrowing money means I have to give up control.
That is the total opposite. And I don't understand why people say that. Now, I can understand if they say a equity loan, right?
Right.
When the loan takes stake in your business.
Right.
But when you get debt financing, once you pay off the debt, it's 100% yours.
The bank don't want you. They
Yeah,
don't want your business.
property.
They want the interest rate.
They are not in the business of having your business. What are they going to do with it? And so, no, it actually gives you control because once you pay off the debt, it's 100% yours and you can use that money for whatever you want to. Again, it goes back to being responsible and having a plan and knowing how you're going to use it. But no, it gives you control.
This reminds me of old school where it used to be you had to go tell them what you're going to use the money for and they had to approve it.
Yes.
That don't happen anymore.
That is gone. Once they give you the money, it is yours. You use it. Now it's up to you to be responsible with it and use it in responsible ways. But it opens up opportunities, cash flow, right? Go buy you a commercial property. You can invest in things. You can expand. It gives you money for payroll. If you want to hire people, you have so many different options because cash flow equal opportunities. And so your control, you have the control at that point. You lose control when you're stressed out and can't sleep at night. And so now you're going crazy because you have no money. That is not control.
This is not your great-grandmother's economy anymore.
Exactly.
They're not
right?
going to ask you and take notes and come check out whether you spent the money.
Right? Yes. So no.
Just pay it back.
Just pay it back. That's all they want. Pay it back.
Okay. Number 8. I should only use my own money to fund my business. I cannot tell you how many small business people tell me, and they beat their chest, that they're so prideful that they have no debt.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, you're missing the point. You're not leveraging everything you have built. If you have no debt, you are not growing at a fast enough rate to get real value for your time, energy, and effort.
Now, you know what? I'm going to piggyback off of what you said and say this is not your grandmother's generation. When you put money under the mattress and you want to save all your money and go buy a business, this is not that time and this is not that era. That is one of the worst things you can do. You do not want to involve your personal with your business. Keep it separate, right? Because your business is a risk.
You could have no debt personally if you want to. That's perfectly fine.
And that's awesome. But for your business, take on debt. Take it on, pay it off. But it gives you opportunities, and that your personal does not have to be involved in that. It's so many business owners who are stressed out, who are losing weight, who get sick because they're stressing because they have depleted their personal funds and now their family is at stake. You never want your family to be at stake. Go borrow the money. Use other people's money to get rich.
And it's such a good statement for you to make, because the truth is, if I borrowed at 6% and I make 10%, I just made 4% on somebody else's money.
Listen, funny, we've had people come and say, we want to borrow money. We give them, they say, well, how much are you paying? And we would say, well, the interest is 6%. They say, that's too much. I can't do it. Well, I would ask them, well, is your credit cards maxed out? They say, yeah. I said, well, how much interest is you paying on your credit cards? And they look at me, they're like, well, about 18%. Exactly. Doesn't that make sense? And when they think about it that way, I'm like, it's all it's your mindset. Stop living off of your grandmother's theory of what success is. That does not work today, right? It does not work. It did not work for them.
And this goes back to one of the other points that I made when I told you they need to talk to somebody like you and Sammy so that they can see the forest through the trees, right?
Yes.
You know, they can understand the opportunities and the possibilities that they otherwise have just not thought of. Or maybe they thought of it, but they flippantly went through it and didn't think of it in a good, calculated way.
I'm going to say like this. Stop talking to your business owner friends who businesses are also going down the drain. Talk to them, like you said, let professionals do professional work. Stop chatting with those who don't know what they're doing. They're in the same boat that you are.
And your family members that don't even have a business.
That don't even have a business. Come seek a professional, right? So we can help you expand your mind.
Go see Solo.
Amen.
And Sammy. Okay. Number 9, business loans come with unreasonable interest rates. You know, I tell people this all the time, Solo. Listen, as long as the business is paying for the business, I don't care what the interest rate is.
I don't care.
It doesn't matter to me.
It does not matter. People say that all the time. Well, the interest rates are so high, but what you're going to get from it. You're going to be able to pay that back in 6 months and a year, and your business is still going to be thriving. So why do you care?
Or the interest rate will just determine what the price of value is of what product or service you're going to sell anyways.
That's it.
It's still about money cost.
Yes.
And value proposition that you're offering a client.
Exactly. That's it.
Exactly.
Again, mind. It's a state of mind. Mindset.
Okay. Last one. And we've been going through this list. There's 10 golden nuggets we've been giving in here.
Right? Did you? Yes.
10 misconceptions that business owners have about borrowing money. This is number 10. Once I'm approved for a loan, I have to take the full amount. See, now this is one I used to think as well. Like I'm ready for it, and that's what slows me down in the past, borrowing money, because I don't want it sitting there till I was ready to put it to use, because then it is a mistake.
Yes. So
What am I going to do about that?
a business line of credit. It's perfect. It is perfect for you. A business line of credit is the same thing as a home line of credit. Is a business line of credit. You may get 100,000. You only want to borrow 20. You only pay interest on 20. You do not have to use the entire amount. You can use it sparingly at your liberty, however you want to use it, and you pay on only what you use, right? And so business lines of credit is one of the highest recommended loans that we give to business owners, because we want them, going back to control, we want them to have that control over the use of their money and how they want to use it without having to pay interest on the whole amount.
Or losing sleep on a Tuesday evening because, you ain't got no payroll.
Or you ain't got no payroll.
I don't wish that on nobody.
That, you know what, when you have all them lives in your hand, that's a tough place to be in. That is a tough
Not only do you have
predicament
their
to
lives
be in.
and their families' lives in hand, but you're going to have 175 people knocking on your door.
You
on Friday. You're going to create a mob.
What was your wife saying, Joe? You better pay them people their money.
She don't know. She wouldn't know nothing about it.
You know what? You are definitely my father's
That's right.
equal.
No. That ain't something you discuss.
Right?
That's for family counseling. You don't discuss that. You got to hold that in. You got to bottle that up. You got to.
Absolutely. But Joe, experience. You got
right.
through it, and then you became a better businessman. That's it. Right?
I tell people, been there, done that, and
Been there,
it
done
wasn't
that.
all fun.
That's it. So now when somebody come to you, you can say, you ain't gonna die. You'll get through it. It's okay. It's all right. You'll make it.
You ain't gonna sleep tonight and tomorrow, but you get through it.
You'll get through it. It'll make you a better business person. There you go.
Okay, so we just gave you, and Julie put all 10 of these on the book, so they're sitting there that you can get them. 10 misconceptions that business owners have about borrowing money. And at the end of the day, your conclusion is borrowing smart is growing smart. I like that.
There you go.
That's a good slogan that Sammy got you.
Borrowing smart is growing smart.
We got to put that on the website.
You got a point there. We sure need to. See that, Sammy?
I'll tell Sammy to do that. We got your motto.
That's
Borrowing smart
is growing smart.
Growing smart.
Yes.
We done made you I got you a nickname, and I got you a slogan.
There you, Joe. That's why I be around you so much. See that? Free nuggets. Free golden nuggets. There you go.
So thank you so much for being with. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having. I'm leaving. It's my last day.
I promise. I don't even know, but I guarantee you, I know Julie. She gonna put you back on the schedule
Don't forget
somehow.
about me, Joe.
No, I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, make sure now.
I ain't gonna do it. Julie won't let me.
Julie won't let you.
Anyway. You have been listening to Local Biz Now, the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina, coming to you from Burner Cigar Studio. Go by there, check them out. Tell them Joe sent you, and your first cigar is on me. Burner Cigar is located in Birkdale and Denver on Highway 16. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. I am Joe Vagnone, and if you want to know anything about the business, go to Joe Vagnone, Business Broker, on the YouTube channel and check out all of our videos. They are exceptional. Solo, if they wanted to reach you one more time.
The S. Wade-Baskins at progressivebusinessfinance.com or progressivebusinessfinance.com, the website.
Yeah.
Reach out to us or just contact Julie. Julie got me. Right,
Julie got you.
Julie got me.
WSIC, Facebook's got
there you go.
Solo, all on there, Progressive Business and Finance. You are listening to Local Biz Now, where your business matters. We'll see you next week.